And that is so subtle that I didn't even see it, but it made a world of difference. So hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. Now in this video, I want to demonstrate how a certain plugin can actually give you high-end retouching using dodging and burning to lighten certain parts of your portrait, all with a click of a button. So let me show you. So I have a few sample images here, both in black and white and in color. And these images are basically straight out of the camera, just converted from RAW. So a little bit of adjustment has already been done with brightness and contrast, but that's just about it. So if you zoom closely, you will see that my wife's face is relatively clean, Coco's face, that is. So if you guys are familiar with the channel, you know that I often shoot my wife for my photography lighting demos. Now, if you're interested in lighting, please do check out the rest of the videos in the channel because I do a lot of instructional videos using just one light. So if you want to see how this image was recreated, subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified the moment I upload a new video. All right, so let's get back into this. So this one actually right now is a very good image as is. However, there are some things that I would want to remove. Like very simply put, I would remove this and this, but let's not do that yet because I want to show you how this particular plugin from Retouch for me actually works, and it's very, very simple. So the first thing that I would do is create a new layer by pressing Command J or Control J so that I can have a non-destructive layer. Then I go to my filters panel, go to Retouch for me, and dodge and burn. Now, dodging and burning is a technique used by high-end retouchers to remove blemishes on a subject's face. Now, it is very tricky to use. It could easily destroy your images, and that's why I am loving this particular plugin so much. Because if you look at it, it's basically done. Oh, let me do it again because I was talking, so let's just do it again. So let me show you how quickly it actually does it. So you just go to dodge and burn, and then this is set on auto, meaning I'll explain later, and live because it's using AI technology now. Now, these things here, you could see, it will detect automatically if it's a close-up portrait, a half-length portrait, or a full-length portrait. Now, I always keep it on auto because it just works properly. Now, look at this. If I press spacebar, you will see the subtle changes. Even this thing that we wanted to remove earlier, it actually removed already using dodging and burning. However, you notice it is not that aggressive and it is very subtle, and that is the elegance of this plugin that I love so much. So look at that. Just very simply put, it removed a lot of the dark spots on Coco's face. This one's actually perfect. Shout out to our makeup artist Yuki who did such an amazing job. But look at the shoulder. Look at that. Look at this area here. I'm pressing spacebar now so you could see the before and after. This is basically what it's doing here, right here. Now, of course, you can show the mask on where everything was actually done. The yellow parts are the ones that were lightened, and you could manually control it by yourself. But personally, I would leave it as is, and I love the output already. You could go even a bit more aggressive. Right now, the blend mode is 100%. So if I go, let's say 200%, it's very, very aggressive. However, it gives that plastic feeling to my subject's face, which I don't like, so I'll just keep it at 100%. Now you see here, you've got a soft light layer. Basically what it does is that it makes a layer that needs to be put in soft light for you to be able to see the output, which I love doing. So let's just click apply and look what will happen there. So you notice it's gray and you see this white parts here. Those are the parts that were affected. The nice thing about this is you can actually create a layer mask and mask it the way you want. But as I said, I don't really need to. All I have to do now is put this on soft light. And there you go. High-end retouching with a click of a button. Now, of course, since there are parts that I didn't want it to go too aggressive, I can manually do it. But just by doing this, look, let me see, they're gone. This is your patch tool, gone. There you go. Perfect image. And from there, all I'll do is click save, and that's it. So let's do a few more. I have here 4 more images. Let's just do it quickly and see how quickly we can get this done. So Command J, Filter, retouch for me, dodge and burn layer. Now I showed you soft light layer. Now I won't do soft light layer. I'll just click apply. And there you go. That's a retouched for me soft version already. Though this one, you notice it wasn't that aggressive here. So I might just do this one or just go generative fill and generate. Actually, I like using generative fill to remove imperfections in your skin. It's actually a little bit cleaner than patch tool. It takes a bit longer, but it's actually cleaner and I like it a lot more. So you notice here, it's just absolutely clean and seamless. Now let's go back to this other layer and do the same thing there. If you look at it, look at how simple that editing was. All right, then once again, save. Then the next one, do the same thing, Command J, filter, retouch for me, dodge and burn. But this time, let's go super aggressive and let's go 200%. Let's go 200% and then click apply. Here. Now I will toggle through. You notice at 200%, it actually removed this one, the one we were talking about earlier. But this one, it detected it as a mole, but let's just remove that. And look. Look at how beautiful that is. A bit too aggressive on from my point of view, maybe 150% would have been okay. So let's save this. And then this one, let's do at 150%. Filter, retouch for me, dodge and burn. We'll make this blend mode 150%. This might actually be the sweet spot for this high contrast portrait that I took of Coco. But look, it didn't remove this one, but this one's actually a lot better. So we can keep that one. Again, look at this one. If I use a patch tool, it's not as perfect as generative fill. So for this particular case, let's just use patch tool first for this demo. There. And then of course, save, close. So with this one, I think you guys get the point on what Retouch for Me can actually do. But there's more actually, because this new version of Retouch for Me Dodge and Burn also works with black and white images. So let's open up a few black and white images and see how it actually affects, because it does change when it comes to processing black and white images. So again, Command J, then let's go to Retouch for Me, Dodge and Burn. Right now, our blend mode's still at 150%. We might bring it back to 100. Let's bring it back to 100 there. Very subtle, but let's do 200. Ooh, look at that. Too much, because it took out the contrast that actually I was looking for when it comes to this particular image there. Look at the shoulder once again. Very subtle, different, right? With black and white images, it just treats it differently. Let's just go aggressive. There, too aggressive, right? 150%. Maybe, you know what? Let's do this. Go aggressive, 150%, 200%. And this is one thing that I was talking about. Since that it is now an adjustment layer, I can put a mask and bring back this portion here that I believe shouldn't have been removed, the one here in the nose. So we'll create a layer and then just bring it back. There you go. See how even the skin is, even in black and white images. And that's how easy it is to get high-end retouching using Retouch for Me, Dodge and Burn. And the best thing about this particular software, it works as a plugin in Photoshop, as what I've demonstrated here, but at the same time, it can also run as a standalone software. Now, if you want to try it out, I'll put the link in the description below. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and while you're at it, click that notification bell. Now, if you want to see how this particular image was taken, again, check out the rest of the videos in my channel. And if you want to see some of the images that I've created, you could always follow me in my social media sites on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video.